I was pretty busted ass. We'd had to sell our house. We didn't have any money. And I had a mate who was a few years older than me who was a bit of a character, a bit of a rogue. He was an ex-Vietnam vet. And he introduced me to an old guy who was a scumbag, fucking scumbag, who had a little, like, toy shop in Fishwick.
Yeah.
And he sold crackers.
Yeah.
And he was called the Cracker Man.
Yeah.
So
it was crackers, wasn't he?
And anyway, I was working for a friend, Jeff, as a concreter, and I was earning $500 a week cash. He was paying me cash. That was it. And I bought a carton of fireworks called Goon Lee, and they were big crackers. And I thought, I'll see if I can sell a few to some of my mates.
Yep.
And if I make any money and I got some left, I'll have them. I sold the whole carton before the end of the weekend, and I'd made $2,500.
Holy smokes!
So I just reinvested that $2,500 in buying more, and then more
off this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Initially, yeah.
Yep.
And I'd take him down to Calder, and then I took a truck to Calder.
Yep. Full of fireworks.
And sold $40,000 or $50,000 worth over the weekend. So then what happened? Me and my mate Ray, we looked into the rules and regulations, and everyone thought fireworks were banned, and they still do now, but they're not actually. The fireworks aren't banned. You just have to jump through the hoops and get the right licenses. You can still get fireworks if you want to.
Yeah.
So we discovered that you could still sell fireworks. So we decided we would go to China, buy fireworks for the Queen's birthday weekend in Canberra, set up all these shops.
Did you go to China actually? Or
I've been 12 times.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. How was it going the first time?
The first time was the big one, because what happened was we needed to spend, I think it was $150,000 in fireworks we needed to buy fireworks. We didn't have it.
Yeah.
So this guy, Victor, who was a little Chinese guy who in Fishwick, hooked us up with the Chinese mafia.
Yeah.
These really, really bad cunts. Really bad cunts. And I went over to meet them, and the deal was that they would guarantee the payment of our fireworks for $40,000.
Yep.
So we could go to the fireworks company in China, order all the fireworks we need for the Queen's birthday weekend, $150,000, and they would guarantee it for a further $40,000.
Yep.
And if we didn't pay, obviously they were going to come after us.
Yep.
So my life was so fucked up at that stage that I had nothing to lose. So we took the deal, imported the fireworks back to Australia, had our Queen's birthday weekend, and it was fucking massive.
Yep.
Absolutely fucking massive. Sold everything. Sold like millions of dollars worth of fucking fireworks.
Yep.
I turned $500 into $2 million in 1 year.
Holy shit.
And anyway,
did you know what to do with the money, or you just were crazy with it?
Oh, just drugs, hookers, and fucking fast cars. You know, it's just out of control.
Yeah.
So went back to China to take the money, and I had to smuggle $200,000 into China.
Yep.
In a briefcase. So 4 of us went. Myself, my mate Ray, this fucking dirtbag that had the Cracker Man, and hang around he had this tall fucking red-headed fucking wanker. So over we go, and Ray said, let's split the money up between us, you know. And I said, that's fucking stupid. Why all of us get busted? Just give it to me, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So on the plane, had $200,000 in the briefcase, $150 for the fireworks, $40 for the bad guys, and $10 spending money for me. So getting on the plane, leaving Australia, that wasn't any problem at all. We were worried about. So what we decided to do was fly into Guangzhou rather than flying to a major centre like Hong Kong or anywhere with this money. So flew into Guangzhou, and when we got there, I've got my briefcase, and we're walking out of the airport, and this young soldier spots me, eyeballs me, and he's a little tiny guy, and he's got a fucking machine gun.
Yeah.
He starts making a beeline straight towards me.
Yeah.
So I just made a beeline straight towards him, just fucking glaring at the little cunt, you know?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he just must have decided, fuck this, and he just walked the other way. So we got the money in.
Yeah.
So I hired the top floor of a big catamaran to take us from Guangzhou up the river to China.
Yep.
Now, this was really fucking great because it was the day that China was being handed back over. Hong Kong was being handed back to China.
Yeah, okay. So
So
it's
we
a
were
distraction, was it?
Hey?
Was it a distraction for you to do your stuff, or was it?
No, it was just great.
Yeah.
We didn't plan it like that, but it was great to be there on such a monumental day in history, you know?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
fireworks and celebrations, and it was just really cool. So we got the top floor of this catamaran, and the four of us just partied our asses off in the top floor drinking champagne and
Yeah.
taking this money. And we get there and we go
Did
to
you have
this.
hookers and stuff there when you?
No.
No. That was just. This is just a business deal.
This was So then we go to. This other guy did this big tour. Red cunt. He had this thing in the hotel that we stayed in, which was an American hotel called Missy Massage. So he went upstairs for a massage. He got your cock pulled. So he was right into it.
Yeah.
So but anyway, we go back to meet these guys. This really high end restaurant in Hong Kong. Go up there. The fireworks company people were there, who were actually government guys, pretending to be private enterprise, but they weren't. They were government guys who had this fireworks business. We handed over the 150 to them, gave the bad guys the 40, and partied with these guys all night. It was fucking great. You know? We had a huge night with these guys, and you know, there's no way I would ever go back and do it again.
Yeah.
Because the risk is far too great. But yeah, it was great. So then we went back to Guangzhou, set up more fireworks deals, and did all that sort of stuff.
With the same Chinese mafia guys?
No.
Okay.
The Chinese mafia, we didn't need them anymore.
Yeah,
We had our float now. We had everything we needed.
Yep.
So yeah, the fireworks king just took off. You know, ended up being huge. I had shops all over Australia.
Yep.
Distribution network, all legal, but we're also selling, bungers and
Yeah. And so
Gyro.
back then, because I was before the fireworks era, I was born in '88, but you had like shops kind of like franchised out. Really, did you? The fireworks throughout Sydney and Melbourne.
Yeah, Sydney.
Adelaide.
Well, no, not. I don't think we had one in Adelaide. We had a big presence in Darwin.
Yep.
We had one in Newcastle. But we had basically had people doing distribution for us in every state. I think we had 5 or 6 shops, actual shop fronts. But yeah, it was ended up being the police, the government in Canberra had me in court 76 fucking times trying to close us down.
Your business?
Yeah, 70, and they lost every fucking time.
Why was that? What was the reason that they lost?
Because we brought to the public what they'd been tricking everyone was illegal, and there was no legislation to make fireworks illegal. All they did in the 70s was they changed the rules.
Yeah.
So when they changed the rules, all the toy shops and everyone's just stopped selling it because they thought they didn't want to do the paperwork and stuff.
Yep.
So they raided my shop. They raided my shop in Fishwick, and with a truck and police and fucking all this stuff.
Federal police, or was it just?
And took everything out of my shop. So went to court, and I won the court case, and they had to give it all back. Now the Dangerous Goods Department of the ACT government obviously didn't want the publicity of not only losing the case but giving the fireworks back, so they wanted to know, could we do it in a secure location, right? They didn't want to come to my shop. So I had a mate, Chills, who had an engineering shop in Fishwick. So I said, there's a little alleyway in where this engineering shop is.
Yep.
Let's do it down there. So I rang up the Canberra television station, the news, and told them what was going on, and they come and set up cameras and filmed the government giving all my fireworks back.
That's great.
Which they fucking hated.
Holy shit.
So we got it all back, and then they would just bust us again for different things, and went on and on and on.
Yeah.
And eventually they won. Eventually they got me, many years later, and really fucked me up big time.